Skyrim is my favorite game of all time, but even I can say that this game is so inconvenient and poorly designed at times, and thank God for mods that make the quality of life in this game so much better. So let's take a look at some of my favorites. Let's start off the list with a must. Display tweaks for FPS unlock gameplay, a boost in performance when playing in borderless full screen, other bug fixes, and fixing the stupid frickin' issue of having the physics in the game tied to the frame rate. The next few mods will act as a base to the third-person gameplay that I am always running, so if you're ever wondering why my game plays better than vanilla, they are the reason. I've reviewed them before, so I'll go pretty fast. True directional movement enables your character to move in 360 degrees, unlocking your camera and allowing you to move as you want. You might be wondering why in this shot there's a random dude beating the shit out of a barrel with a hammer and a bucket. I have no idea. It also has an amazing target locking system. Better jumping is also a very convenient mod, allowing you to jump while sprinting. Might not seem that useful, but when you jump and sprint in all other games and realize you cannot do it in Skyrim, you feel pretty constrained. Better third-person selection makes selecting items a lot easier than in vanilla, where you have to look at them directly. This mod makes the selection work like in other games such as The Witcher 3. And then we have Smooth Cam, which is my camera mod of choice, allowing for smooth movement around the screen. It's very configurable, and I will also link to the preset that I'm using, which is the Souls-like Smooth Cam preset. Dialogue Movement Enabler lets you move around while talking to someone, which is a great fix. No more awkward conversations when you're not even facing the character that you're speaking with. Purchasable store display items work super well with third-person selection, and it lets you buy merchandise directly from the display, so no more accidentally stealing ingredients from Arcadia's Cauldron. This mod not only saves you from serving time in jail, but it's also realistic. I mean, why wouldn't you be allowed to buy directly from the store? Did you know you can install quality of life mods in real life as well, and not just Skyrim? Well, the best quality of life mod that I would recommend today would be ExpressVPN, ensuring a safer and overall better internet experience. With ExpressVPN, not only is your data secure and encrypted, but you can also change your internet location to other countries, which also unlocks geo-restricted content on streaming services. ExpressVPN also has some of the best 24/7 customer support, some super fast servers, you won't even notice a dip in internet speed, keeps no logs of your activity or connection, and if somehow you're still not satisfied, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee policy. And by using the code in the description, expressvpn.com/NarivaTV, you can get 3 months for free for a 1-year purchase. I honestly use ExpressVPN very often when I want to watch movies that are not available in my country, and it's very convenient. It's just one button. Now that your quality of life is way better in the real world, let's go back to Skyrim, the better world. Let's take some time to talk a little bit about the console and some helpful UI changes. First of all, thank God for the console commands in Skyrim. Without them, Skyrim cinematics would look like this. But even with all its good sides, it's such a pain to use. With mods such as More Informative Console, you'll be able to get a clear picture of what you're doing. You can see the base info to make sure you know what you selected and not accidentally disabling something you need, which happens more often than you think. You can also see what mod certain items are from. Sometimes it's not perfect, let's say if the item uses vanilla meshes, then it will say skyrim.esm, but generally it works perfect and I can't ask for better. Let's say for example you want to see a character's race or their level, their stats, this mod allows that, and also you can check their inventory so you know what items you would like to remove. So now we have a powerful, fully functioning console, but you still don't know all the commands, so you have to look them up. So you go to Google, you copy a command, and then you realize you cannot paste it. That used to make me so mad, but thank God for Console++. That simply adds the possibility to paste. You're welcome. Console Binder lets you assign certain commands to hotkeys. For example, I created a hotkey to summon Nazim because I want to have an easy target whenever I am looking for cool shots. So yeah, this mod is actually saving me a lot of time. Don't you hate it when you have an item that you want to remove from your inventory but the game doesn't allow you to and doesn't even tell you what quest it's associated with? It would give you this bullshit quest items cannot be removed from your inventory message, and this shit makes you mad. That's why you need whose quest is it anyway, telling you what quest you have to complete to get rid of it, which is so useful. This next mod is one that I really like. In fact, I love it. I love c***s. Can't believe I have to censor the name of a freaking mod. Constructible Objects Custom Keyword System is a mod that cleans up the crafting menus because oh my god, this is endless. This mod classifies items by main material, which is super useful and will save you a lot of time browsing through the list. You should also get Quick Loot SE, a mod that lets you loot items from bodies and containers without having to open a menu, which is so much quicker, and it's similar to the Fallout 4 system, and also Starfield will probably use the same system. While on the topic of looting, I also recommend More HUD, a mod that gives you more information on items before you pick them up. The next few mods touch on how you interact with items in the world, and these mods help prevent some unwanted outcomes. Use or Take is such a convenient mod that lets you use items directly rather than taking them and then go into your inventory to activate them. By pressing the second action button, which is shift by default by the way, you can change what your character does. This mod works with armor, weapons, as well as consumables like potions, ingredients, and scrolls. Be careful with the last one. Read or Take is also super convenient because you can do the same thing with books now. In vanilla, you always had to read them first and then you would take them, and now you can add them to your inventory directly. Essential Favorites is an SKSC plugin that prevents favorited items from being sold, crafted, disarmed, disenchanted, or dropped. You'll notice that your favorite items do not appear in the selling menu anymore, so no more accidentally selling that expensive sword and having to buy it back from Bellathor for 10 times the price. Greedy little bastard. Have you ever wanted to sell a really cool item but the merchant in question tries to bargain the price down a ridiculous amount? And that's because they're a broke bitch. And don't take my word for it, ask them. Are you a broke bitch?
Yes.
With rich Skyrim merchants, you can increase their initial gold value by 2.5, 5, or 10 times, which is pretty useful when you finally decide that you don't need those 9,000 sweet rolls you've been collecting. Sure of Stealing. This mod requires you to press twice when you are looking at an item to steal, so you confirm that that's exactly what you want to do. You see, sometimes the animation from Immersive Interaction plays, but I don't actually take the item. I really cannot complain at all that the animation looks a little bit weird because I'm avoiding this outcome. This also works when interacting with chairs and benches and empty containers because let's be real, misclicking is freaking common in Skyrim, and there's nothing worse than seeing this animation. And then having to get up. Now this next one is really fun. Let's say you don't have any lockpicks on you, or you simply just suck, but you happen to have a great sword and a whole bunch of stamina. With lockpicking for barbarians, just smash the lock to pieces and boom. No need for any lockpicks. And you also get skill points for it too. You can also do it with display cases. Now yes, this might be a little bit OP, but it's fun. So if you found this video helpful or entertaining, make sure to leave a like, leave a nice comment, and subscribe for more. If you're interested in my immersive mods recommendation, check out my last video, and probably a part 2 of that video that I will eventually make in the future because so far it's doing pretty well. I want to thank everyone for helping this channel reach 10,000 subscribers. It really means a lot, and it's really amazing to see that you guys are enjoying. I say this pretty much every video, but every video we get like more people joining, so it's cool. It's really an amazing milestone, and it deserves to be celebrated. Am I announcing something? Nope. I have no idea what to do. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. That'll be pretty helpful. Also, check out my brand new Patreon, where a slightly longer version of this video will be posted with some deleted jokes. I also added a new tier that has the same price as tier 3, that includes all the benefits from the previous tiers, plus the possibility of getting like a sarcastic shout out, kind of like a roast in future videos, so I think that could be really fun. It's called Nazim Lover, and I will make fun of you, so do check that out. With all that said, I don't know where that will go, but thank you Lincoln for giving the idea. I think that would be really fun. Thank you to anyone considering following me on Patreon, as well as thank you to anyone making it this far in the video and supporting the channel in any other way possible. Now click on either one of these videos and leave me alone.